Hey guys, and welcome to another day on the shop. Today we're picking up where we left off on the 240. Alright, this is like day 574 of working on the 240, trying to get the ECU ready to get tuned. Right now everything seems to be done, minus the ECU is not getting power from the ECU power cable. I don't understand why. The other thing is I got a CAS wheel and I've got to install it. So that's one thing I'm going to do is install my little CAS wheel. And I've got to put a fuel pump relay in just because I've got it and it's not in my trunk where I had it. So I've got to find it real quick. But those three things are the only things holding me back from getting this tuned. So I'm going to knock at least two of them out today. The power situation, I have to research that because it doesn't make any sense to me why the ECU power wire is not powering whenever you turn it to accessory or on. As a matter of fact, it's not getting power and I don't understand why. So let me find my stuff for my next venture, which is the fuel pump relay. Alright, so I got my pre-made harness. I bought it from Drift HQ, and yeah, now I just got to figure out where I want to put the relay and the fuse to make it accessible, just in case I need to get to it for some reason. So there's quite a few places in here, so I'm going to look around, figure out where I want it, and start looking at installing this. Alright, well, I got it cut to length of how I want it. Next, I want to put some sheathing on it. So we're going with this braided line right here and some heat shrink, and we're going to make it look very professional. So that's my next deal, is taking all these and making it look very professional. So let's do that. Alright, well, all my wiring is done. As you see, it's got the braided section on it. This goes to power. It just drops down right there. It's kind of organized, kind of not, but it'll all be put away and you won't even notice it's there. So that's good. Now I'm going to put all this back together and you won't even know it. Alright, well, that's what it looks like. All installed, nice and pretty. Wires are kind of tucked back. I could wrap them again. I used some wire wrap for the grounds, ECU and chassis. So it comes around and just looks nice. I could probably spin this battery around and make it look a little bit nicer instead of having that big pocket right there, but I'm not worried about it. So yeah. All right, fuel pump is now done. Now we move on to the CAS and do that because we need an angle sensor for the cam, and I have to look all that up. But anyway, bought this off Amazon. Check the link in the description below. That's what I'm going to be wrapping all my internal wires with. It does go up to a certain Fahrenheit, but I don't remember what. It is made for automotive use, as you see. Auto tape. Yep, it doesn't have the Fahrenheit on there for heat resistance, but I know it has some heat resistance. Don't stick it in the engine bay. Don't wrap it up on your exhaust. Common sense. Anyway, back to taking the distributor cap off, and we're going to remove one wheel and put another wheel on there. So I just have to find out exactly what I'm doing with that. So fingers crossed I can get it done and learn and go on. Alright, so I've gotten it all taken apart right here, and got my new Cas wheel right here, my old one right here. So I'm going to throw this in and we're going to get the computer out and hope we can get everything together with it. So we gotta loosen that up a little bit. Alright, Cas is in and fuel pump relays in. Now I've got to either run a wire or figure out the ECU power, and then we should be set for business when it comes down to getting this thing tuned. So let me get in here and start probing and seeing if I can get some type of, I don't know, accessory power or secondary power on accessory mode. So if I can do that, I should be able to get this thing to where everything works. Well, things can't ever go right. So as I'm sitting there playing with wiring and turning on a fuel pump, I end up with a puddle of fuel up under the car. So that means now I got a fuel line that's busted and I got to fix it. So I'm not going to do it on the ground. I don't want to. This complicates things because the Camaro's in the air, but I guess I'll move it because it is running. It's just leaking some transmission oil. So yeah, we're gonna start this and move this out of the way. Oh, all right, well, we're on the lift. Got a little oil leak right here, and I suspect, yep, it's the oil line up there. Everything else looks good. It's just that oil line, oil feed line. Apparently I need to put some tape on it because we got a lot of oil sitting here. Like I said, it doesn't look like it's the pan itself. We got a lot of nastiness. And this is nasty back here too. It might be leaking too. But anyway, we're here for a fuel line that has now utterly busted. Hey, that's not supposed to be there. What did I do there? Did I take the cap off and not put it back on? I don't know. I just busted a line. Or it's leaking. Huh. We'll find out. Alright, well, for my sake, I'm just going to replace these two lines. That'll be best. Because they look old and decrepit. We're going to put new clamps on them and everything else. We're just going to get two new lines and fish them up there and be done. I'm going to take these lines off and do that. As soon as I get to drop the car back down. Well, it's a little loud and rainy, but yep, fuel lines replaced. They're good to go, not leaking, and yeah, we did both of them just to make sure. Now I got two brand new lines on that. So the ECU is powering up off an ignition wire, which is set at on instead of accessory, which I guess is good. So we're not priming the fuel pump, but yeah, everything's sound. So we're gonna button all this back up and get back into the car and start working on that ECU. Well, we've done a lot in this episode talking about the Proyect ECU, the Spartan 2.0, and getting it in here and getting the Cas and fuel pump relay, wiring this thing up. So we're gonna have a part 2 to this. Yeah, then we're gonna get a remote tune done. Then we'll probably end up going to the dyno. But first is going to be in the next video is going to be putting this on the lift and fixing that, and then buttoning everything up, making sure everything's a-okay so the tune can get put in and we can work from there, and then go get some horsepower. So let's call it a day on this, and we'll come back on the next episode. So hopefully you like this kind of stuff and join in for more. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, check the links in the description below for any products I might have used in this. If it's not listed, just ask. I'll find it for you, give it to you. And yeah, like and subscribe for more. So see you on the next one.